The new Markifact AI agent just came out and it's absolutely crazy. In this video, I will cover how you can use that agent to set up a Google search campaign from scratch, not even touching the Google Ads interface. An AI agent is as good as the knowledge base that he has, and Markifact one has the best knowledge base for PPC. We will cover how the agent is going to do a keyword research, ad copywriting, and campaign creation. Once you are in the Markifact interface, you can access the agent from here. Some details about that agent. You can use several models for the agent. You can use GPT, Gemini, or Claude. So I always receive a question which model to use. GPT 5.2 works really well for most of the tasks. I personally use Claude Opus for reporting and analysis. I use GPT for most of the tasks, and I use Gemini for very straightforward tasks. You can also see that those different models consume different amounts of credits. Another good feature that Markifact just add is the possibility to add your own API key. So if you have already a GPT account or a Claude account, you can just add your own API key. So for this example, we'll just use GPT. When you are in the interface, you can directly start chatting with the agent. Before chatting with the agent, you obviously need to connect your different accounts. So to connect your different account, let's go back to the overview. On the left panel, you have the connection tab. This is where you can connect your Google Ads account, your Meta account, your GA4 account, whatever account you want to connect. So first you connect your account and then you go back into the agents. So for this example, we are going to launch and set up Google search campaigns for a roofing company in New York. Let's go. Step number one is to tell the agent on which account we are going to work on. So let's brief the agent. All right, we are going to work on my Google Ads account named GA4 Auditor. All right, and we'll just chat with the agent. So he's going to check the different connections that I show you in the first part, and he's going to look for that specific account and connect to that account. Okay, so the agent found the actual account. Now we will be able to start actually working on that account. So by default, it will suggest some tasks that we can do on the account, but we will just give him a briefing. For the example, we are going to ask the agent to create a full search campaigns for a roofing company. So let's give a briefing to the agent. All right, we want to create a search campaign for our new client called Roofing XYZ. It's a roofing company in New York City, and they have a budget around $100 a day, and we need to create search campaigns for them. We will start with the keyword research, and then we will move on from there. All right. We double check the prompt, good to go. And we tell the agent. So he's going to analyze what we ask and suggest next steps. So you see here he's actually looking in his database how to do a keyword research. And when he finds information on how to do a keyword research, he's going to use the tools at his disposal to do that task. So in that case, he's going to use the Google Keyword Planner. And he understood that we are a roofing company, US English, and targeting New York City. So he's looking for keywords for that specific client. All right, so the agent actually did the keyword research, and we will go through the keyword research in a minute. First, I want to walk you through how the agent is actually operating. All right, so the agent finished working. I will go over the keyword research in a second. First, I just want to show you guys how the agent actually works. So when we ask something to the agent, first thing that he's going to do is try to understand what we want. And when you understand what we want to do, so in that case, doing a keyword research, he's going to look in his own database, his context base, to see, okay, Julian wants to do keyword research. What can I actually use to do a keyword research? And based off his context, he knows that he needs to use the Google Ads Keyword Planner. When he knows that, he's going to call that specific tool, the Keyword Planner, and start searching for keywords. He understood the context, roofing company targeting New York City, so in English in the US. And once he gets all the keywords from the Keyword Planner, is going to sort through those keywords using Python. So he will code some Python by itself to sort through the report he got from the keyword planner and basically give us an answer that we can actually read. So he made the keyword research, and he already spotted some high intent themes like near me, repair, leaks, replacement, or commercial. And so what is recommending for our budget? Is recommending to have 2 or 3 campaigns, one for repairs and leaks, one for replacement, and one for commercial. So far, so good. That makes sense. He already drafted keyword sets to start with. And he already mentioned that those keywords are base keywords, okay? And that we can use them with the NYC modifier, which is actually pretty smart. He also mentioned that we can use those in phrase and exact to not be too broad at the beginning. So you clearly see that the agent actually knows his job. He knows Google Ads. He knows how to do a proper campaign. So he did a keyword research. He already created ad groups by thematics, and you see it just took a couple of seconds. Let's go through it. So a couple of keywords, and you see that all of those terms actually make sense. He already also spotted some negatives to add to the account, like job hiring salaries, do-it-yourself, supplies, and so on. So we can already save money by excluding those terms. And then if he finished the task by asking us some question, like what is the website and the landing page? Is it residential or commercial or both? So from the keyword research, he understood the market of roofing, which is pretty smart. He also mentioned that New York City has 5 boroughs. So he's asking us, okay, what do we want to actually target? Do they do emergency? What are the primary services that we want to target, and what's the main goal? So you clearly see that the agent has context on how to do a proper keyword research and how to run proper search campaigns. So we are just going to answer those questions so he can finish the keywords research and the keyword mapping. So he will do the split, campaigns, ad group, and keywords. So that's perfect. So let's answer the agent. Okay, we'll say just residential, just New York City, client is not doing emergency services 24/7, primary service is repair and replacement, main goal is leads. So the agent now will have all the information he needs to finalize the keyword research. And you see, actually, I'm voicing a lot to the computer, so you don't even have to type that much. The agent is working on the background. I'm voicing to my computer. So it saves a lot of time. All right, the agent just finalized the refined keyword research and campaign mapping. So let's have a look. So based on what we mentioned last message, he is going to make 2 campaigns and some of the intent that those campaigns are going to repair. He is already budget splitting. He gave us like the ad groups that are going to be in each campaign with the different terms that are going to be inside. And you see that it's actually quite good. That makes sense. It's perfect for a starting point. So you won't have thousands of keywords, but you don't need them at the beginning. It's really a starting point. Okay, it looks pretty good. He already mentioned the negatives. That's perfect. And a couple of questions. So what final URL should we use for the ads, and business hours for lead handling? So we can set an ad schedule. So in that case, we aren't going to put an ad schedule. Not needed, just an example. So he will go to step 2 and create a new search campaign. So before he does that, we are going to ask to put all the negative keywords in negative list. So I will ask the agent to create a negative keyword list and put all the terms in that list before we go with the campaign. All right, looks pretty good. So I would like you to create a negative keyword list called bad terms, and I want you to put all the negative keyword you found in that list. Once done, we will work on the campaign setup and the ad creation. Okay. When the AI agent needs to take an action in your account, it will always ask you for approval. It's called human in the loop. The agent will never take action into your account without you approving. So you need to review the action that the agent is going to take. So in our case, it's going to create a shared negative keyword list, name bad terms, and put all those terms inside. So that's okay for us. We can approve, and it's going to create that list in the account. Let me show you. So in this account, let's go to negative keyword list. And you can see that the list named bad terms doesn't exist in that account. So we'll just approve. So now the agent can make the API call to Google Ads and actually create that list for us. Okay, so he created the list and he put the different terms inside the list. Now we are going to keep working on the campaign. Okay, let's work on the campaign plan that you make. It's good for us, so you can start and creating the campaign, and we can also work on the ads. Let me know the next steps. So you see that you can also talk with the agent. It's not only creating, you can ask him, okay, what should I do now? So if you are used to Google Ads, you can just use it because you know what to do. But if you don't know Google Ads pretty well, you can just ask the agent, what's the next step? What should I do? What's the best way to do this? Okay, so the agent started working and already created the campaign. So he's ready to create the campaign when we approve. So we are going to approve, and he will create those two search campaigns in our account, one name repair and the other one replacement. So let's approve. All right, so he created the campaign. Now he's asking to create the different ad groups, and you can see that he already inputted some bids to each ad group based on the keyword research he made. So he knows more or less the cost per click for each keywords and each ad group. So he's already suggesting some bids. So let's approve. The agent created the different ad groups and prepared the structure for all the keywords, and he's asking us to validate. So he will be able to add all those keywords to the different ad groups he already created. So let's click approve. All right, so he also suggested to attach negative keyword list to both campaign. So if you remember earlier in the discussion, we made a negative keyword list, and he took that into memory, into context. And at the time of creating the campaign, he remembered that we have to exclude some negative, and he asked now to attach those negative keyword lists to the campaigns. So you see, he's pretty smart. He knows what to do, and he remembered things during the conversation. Okay, so the agent finished creating the campaign. So here's what the agent did. What's already built. He created a campaign and he already posed the campaign. He put the correct budget. He created the different ad groups with some bids. He also added all the keywords to those campaigns and applied some negative keyword lists. So before going any further, let's go into the account and check if actually it did that job. So let's go back into the account. Let's go to the campaigns and let's look for our campaign. All right, you can see that the campaign is right there. Let's click into the campaign. You can see that the different ad groups are there, paused with a max CPC. Let's go inside and you see that all the keywords are in phrase match and exact match. So campaign is already created. That's perfect. Let's go back into Markifact. So important note, the campaign supports country level targeting and we are targeting New York City. So if we want to target New York City, we have to do it manually. So the agent is smart enough to know when he can actually do some operations and what he cannot do. And when he cannot do something like, for example, targeting a city and not a country, he's going to mention that to us. So we can ourselves go into the account and change that specific settings. Next step, we have to create the ads and launch the campaign. So a bunch of stuff to do. Confirm landing pages needed to build the ads. So let's step A. All right. Then step B, provide 4 items so I can write strong responsive search ads. So phone number, service hour, let's say 9 to 5, whatever, 3 top selling point. He already suggested a couple of ones. So let's put some USP like free estimates is a good one. Warranty 20 years in business. And the call to action, we will use get a free estimate. There we go. Now he has some information about what we do. So based on the keyword research, he knows the context of the business, and based off what we gave him, so different USPs, he will be able to create some good ads. So he's suggesting to create 1 responsive search ads per ad group and post them before. He's going to use the different headlines and description that he needs to do. That's perfect. And then he mentioned the extension. So we'll go ahead and say, all right, yeah, create some callouts, site links, and structure snippet. The one that you suggested are absolutely correct. There we go. So he has all the information he needs. So he will start writing the ads and adding them to the campaigns. Okay, so the agent prepared everything to create the ads, the extension, site links, and so on. So we will validate so you can create everything into the account. All right, so the agent actually created all the extension that we asked for. And those extension actually makes sense. You see, that's exactly what we asked for. It makes a lot of sense for a roofing company. It's pretty good. And he mentioned that responsive search ads could not be created, blocking issue destination not working. That's super interesting because it means that he actually went and checked our fake URL to see if it was working before creating an ad. So it's super smart. So indeed, we gave a fake URL, so it's not going to work. So he went to great length to double check that everything was correct, and he's not going to create something that's not working. So super smart from the agent. So now let's fix it so we can actually post the ads. Please send a working URL. So he will recreate the 6 RSAs. He mentioned again that we need to manually go in the Google Ads UI and change the location. And he's also asking confirm conversion for lead form submission. And once everything is in place, we can switch the bidding. So let's give him another URL. Let's give him something that actually works. Let's create the RSS now. Conversion is lead form submissions. Keep the campaign in manual CPC for the moment. There we go. Now he has all the information he will be able to finish. So in a minute, he's going to ask us to approve the creation of the ads, and the campaign should be all set up. All right, so he created the ads, just asking us for an approval. Let's go, and we'll check in the platform in a second how the ad looks like. All right, so the agent finished creating different ads and also the extension. So that's perfect. Campaign is done. So the next step, he wants to confirm the real landing page. He noticed that the landing page that we give is not from a roofing company. So you see, it's quite smart. He understands that things don't make sense. And he mentioned again the New York only targeting. So right now, there is no need to do anything else in the agent. Campaign is created. So let's go back into the campaign. So we'll click into whatever ad group and go to the ad section, and we can see that the ads are created. So let's have a quick look at the copy. So you can see that he inputted event path, roof repair in New York, free roofing estimates, 20-year experience, fixed leaks and damages. So that's pretty decent copy. It's not groundbreaking. It's quite broad, but it's correct copy. Some description, residential roof repair in New York. So we mentioned we do only residential, so that's perfect. 20-year in business, we also mentioned that, and you get your free estimate from 9 to 5 because we mentioned we were working from 9 to 5. So quite interesting. So campaign is created, that's perfect. He also added the site links that we asked for. He added the callouts, different snippets, so that's perfect. All right, so the campaigns are created, everything is correct, ad group, keywords, ads, and even extension. We have some details that we need to tweak in the interface, some stuff that are not available through the API, but basically the backbone of our campaign is done. 95% of the job is done. And we did it in a couple of minutes using the agent. And the good thing is that most of the time I actually voiced to the agent. I talked to the agent. I didn't even have to type on my computer, and the agent understood. And through that tutorial, you can actually see that the agent is smart in the sense that he understands Google Ads. He mentioned a couple of strategic insights. He tested the URL to see if the ads are going to work or not. So the agent is quite smart because he has context about Google Ads. This is what makes, in my opinion, the Markifact AI agent so good. So try the agent, let us know what you think. We think it's a very, very powerful tool, and we hope that it's going to be super helpful for you guys building your next campaign. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Let us know what you think about the agent, and as always, happy automating.